What up, man? What's the deal? Welcome to Stand on the Media. Salute to the Stand on the Media family out there. Happy Wednesday to everybody, man. Happy blessings to all. If you're new to my channel, much appreciated. Do me a favor, though. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Leave a comment in this video. Please share the video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop these videos. So, look, we're going to get right to the content, man. We got Trap LaRosse. Tells Wack with under gunner snitched on the third person in the car. Not Young Thug and Wack snap. So I guess Trap LaRosse and Wack got into it. You know me, I don't listen to the content till y'all hear it. So I don't know what's going on. But you know, it's just funny how an informant is on here calling people snitches. It's crazy. And people sit there and listen. You know, it's not really crazy that he's doing it because it makes sense because he's that type of a weasel. It's the people that sit there and listen to it and believe it. It's crazy. Or the people who don't even question it. It's like you have rat allegations on you, sir. And there's paperwork on you, sir. And you lie about the paperwork, sir. He will never have a conversation with someone who knows that Main Street paperwork from front and back. Again, you will never hear him have that conversation with someone who knows that paperwork front and back and is willing to call him out on his BS. Repeat, when he a betting man. I hope he hears this. I bet $50,000 that you would not sit down with somebody who knows that paperwork front and back, that is objective and not going to sit there and bail you out with helping you paint your narrative. You will never do it. You will never do it, especially if they can show the paperwork to the people watching it so they can actually see the contradictions that this man has made. He will never do it. That's funny. For those who may not know or been living under a rock, today's my birthday. Yay! 44. Yeah, I'm 44, man. I hit the 44 mark. You know, it's a blessing to be alive. I'm not going to complain. I woke up on the right side of the dirt today. Could have been the other way around. So, with all the things that I'm going through personally, losing somebody very close to me, not death, but no longer in my life, I'm still going to be positive about it, you know, because I'm alive and I'm in good health, you know what I mean? I'm in good spirits now. Don't take me long to bounce back, man. I start to appreciate the little things in life, you know? And this is advice to people out there who really be going through it, like something that may cut you deep, you know? Start to appreciate the little things in life. That you woke up today. That your kids are healthy. The people that you love are okay. You can breathe air. You have all your limbs and everything is working correctly. You're in good health. All of those things, man, the little things in life will get you through your hardest times. You feel me? I promise you that, man. I only talk about things that I experienced, that I live. I don't sit here and talk about stuff that I may have seen on TV, you know? No, I speak on real experiences that I go through, like right now. Like I said, I lost somebody very, very close to me. Was like a best friend to me. Was my best friend, you know. More than a friend, but best friend at best. And it's crazy, you know. It's crazy how things can change in a day, but like I said, I'm in good spirits because it's my birthday. I got my health, you know. My immediate family, they love me. You know, you guys that rock with me love me. Man, I'm blessed, man, and I'm humble. So we're gonna get to the content. Anybody that want to look out for your boy, my Cash App is in the description of every one of my videos. Just FYI. But we at that 5 minute mark. I'm not gonna hold you no longer. Let's get to the content. Salute to my Stay on the Media family. I love y'all for real. Let's go.
Ghost brought this content, so I believe a lot of things that Trap pointed out, it's been enhanced because we listened to the recording, but you know the way the Trap style of like stopping and breaking it down and hold on, did y'all hear this? Let me rewind it. And him putting some clarity to what was said kind of changes the dynamics to what we hear. So Ghost, is this what you heard, or did Trap allow you to pick up on a few more things?
I mean, I feel
this snitching, bro.
Yeah, I feel like Trap wrapped it up real good. You know what I'm saying? He got the same type of standpoint I got from it. I feel like, and Trap can correct me if I'm wrong, but this how I feel. I feel like the biggest YSL slack is a YSL rat now, bro. Like that's just that. I mean, do you agree, Trap? Do you feel like the biggest YSL slack that turned YSL rat?
All right, here's how I see it, and this is why I felt like I had the need to break this down, because I feel like Young Thug been going so hard on the anti-ratting thing and throwing Gunna under the bus. Here's the way I see it. I'm willing to concede that this isn't snitching. A lot of gangster guys are saying this ain't snitching, but if this ain't snitching, then you can't call Gunna a snitch. If you want to say Gunna a rat for taking a plea and saying yes ma'am, then you gotta say Thug a snitch too. I feel like you can't have it both ways. It points out the hypocrisy. So if street guys want to die on that hill and say this ain't snitching, then y'all can't be calling Gunna a snitch.
Well,
but did you call Gunna a snitch? Did you call Gunna a snitch when that shit originally happened? Did you feel like he was a rat back then?
I personally don't believe Gunna's a snitch. He took an alpha plea, and Young Thug took a no contest plea on the RICO charge, but he took a guilty plea. Trap. He took a guilty plea on the gang charge.
Stop right there, Trap. I don't give a fuck what kind of plea he took. Within him taking that plea, he said the guns and drugs in that car ain't mine. Yes, YSL is a gang and all this other crazy shit. So I don't give a fuck what kind of plea, Trap. Are you saying that these things aren't classified as cooperate?
Hey, I feel like we got to clarify two things about Gunna's situation, because people keep getting this mixed up. A lot of people keep saying, oh, you said the drugs in the car weren't yours and it was only Young Thug in that car, so you tell him. But there was a third person in that car. So he never said it. There's a third person there.
No, it wasn't.
There was, man. There was. I swear there was in the paperwork.
2 people in that car. But see, Trap, this how this go in the streets. If me, you, and academics get pulled over, there's a gun in the car. Don't nobody say shit. There's one gun. Let them do their job. Don't nobody say nothing. Now, one of us know we got to claim it eventually when it come down to the wire. Niggas bail out, start fighting the case. Good chance it might get dropped. Maybe we wipe it off. Wasn't no prints. Maybe we say the detailed dude mind let it there. Hell, I beat a gun case before because the car got valet parked before they found it. This real talk. So you and the rules of the streets, you're not supposed to do that. Sorry, you're not supposed to do that. And Gunna openly claims rolling 60s. Like, he shocked me with it. Me and Blueface was shooting a video called First Class. He showed up. I shot the video in my neighborhood in the city of Pacoima, and he showed up. And with a bunch of dudes, I'm like, who's all these dudes? Said, Wack, you know I'm from 6-0. I'm like, you from what? He told me this out his mouth. So ever since then, I took him as that.
What? But look though, okay, cool. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you on that point, right? So we're gonna just go strictly off your logic, right?
Yeah.
We're going off your logic. Off your logic, you look at Gunna as a rat, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you gotta look at Thug like a worse rat, because Gunna didn't mention no fucking names and Thug did, bro. Thug mentioned 2 names.
Here's my question: why all of a sudden y'all focusing your attention on Young Thug? See, Wack getting desperate, and that YSL trial was abysmal at best. and they really hate that Young Thug got to skate. They would really like to put his ass away. So, is that them is getting CS2 back to be on his bumper a way of doing just that? Why all of a sudden? Remember before when the trial was going on, Wack was singing that man praises. He was a solid individual. He was a stand-up guy. Nothing has changed since then. What has changed except somebody like Trap Ross doing a reaction or whatever it is that Trap Ross does? What changed? Nothing has changed. But all of a sudden now, you got to set up this playing scenario to pay him as a rat now? Man, pay attention, y'all.
Thug mentioned Roscoe name and Lil Wayne name, bro.
What did he say about Lil Wayne?
Thug
What
said
did he say about Lil Wayne?
Trap know exactly what he said.
He explained that Roscoe was carrying Lil Wayne's drugs. He said he brought Lil Wayne's drugs and he committed crimes every day. And he done explained all of the beef. Now Lil Wayne ain't, as far as I'm aware in this situation, and this is no disrespect, but Lil Wayne was the victim of a crime. There wasn't really anything to put on. Lil Wayne didn't retaliate. Lil Wayne didn't shoot nobody up to have that tour bus. This was a record industry dispute that led into the streets. So there weren't really anything to tell on Lil Wayne for.
Trap, but that statement right there that Thug said about Wayne and Pee Wee, ain't that implicating both of them in drug trafficking?
You could see it that way. Now look, I'm willing to concede, if we really bending over backwards and breaking our spines to defend Young Thug, you could say he was carrying a legal prescription drug for him. You could say he was carrying his medicinal marijuana.
Nah, we ain't doing that. It wasn't even legal in Georgia then, bro. So it couldn't have been medicinal. It was not legal in Georgia at that point. That was 2015, bro. Wasn't no weed legalized in Georgia, bro. I was still living in Atlanta at that point, bro. That shit was not legal, bro. Whatever he was carrying that was drugs was illegal, bro. Thug implicated Pee Wee Roscoe and Lil Wayne in drug trafficking, bro. If anybody's gonna say Gunna is a rat, you gotta say Thug is a worse rat, bro. That's what you gotta say in this situation, bro. That's it, that's all.
Also, I just got to clarify, Wack. I just looked up and 100% it says in September the 24th, 2017, Young Thug, Gunna, and Cedric Vito Jones were arrested during the traffic stop. So there was a third man there, and that's in the paperwork.
So, here goes the thing. Right? I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a sixth man there. You don't do no talking. And this ain't the rules for the civilians. This is just the rules for us. You know, you don't, when they find something in the car, you get what I'm saying? You don't go to, because the minute you're saying it wasn't mine, now you just excluded yourself and we got these other two people. That ain't how it works. Is YSL a game? Yes. And he knowing that they trying to classify this shit as an organized crime ring. That's a whole nother way. He did some, Gunna did some telling. So now, fuck what I say, Dreads. Where Dreads at? Dreads
I feel like that's fine. I'm willing to concede if that's telling on Gunna's behalf for him saying I didn't have the drugs.
Fuck that, Trap. Fuck what the white dude and the black dude said. We going to chat GPT. Dreads, where Dreads has that? Somebody in this motherfucker, goddammit. I want to know the definition where it's at. All right, let me read it.
I got you. Shit, I got you, Wack. My phone had froze.
What is the definition of snitch?
Oh, says the word snitch generally refers to snitch being a noun. Definition: a person who informs on someone, especially to the authorities, like the police. Informal and often derogatory. Used to describe someone who betrays others by revealing secrets or reporting wrongdoings. Snitch.
Damn. Fucking white guy you want. Son of a bitch.
Hey, Trap, let me ask you this, Trap, let me ask you this though, bro. If you looked at Thug and you looked at Gunna, right? You looked at what Gunna did and you looked at what Thug did. You looked at Thug's statement, right? If you had to say one of them told, who would you say told?
If we just looking at statements made, I would say saying yes ma'am in response to a pre-written plea isn't as much talking or telling as a 2-hour interrogation where not only did you say that certain people committed crimes.
A pre-written what?
It was a pre-written statement as part of his plea.
Who gave the statement?
I guess, was it his attorney?
No. Your attorney can't give a statement for you. That's what can't happen. Your attorney ain't the one that's incarcerated or being charged. There's only one person that can give a statement. My attorney can't go in there and tell them nothing but what I've told him, and that gotta be me writing it down, documented, or recorded prior to, so they can have that. If not, the grounds for appeal is wide open. So the statement got to come from who?
I know you want to say that it came from Gunna, but I think that
I don't want to say that's where it came from.
But he just said yes, ma'am, and Young Thug said yes, ma'am.
No. He said yes, ma'am. To what? Is YSL a gang?
That's true. But then they're both telling.
Listen, we just establishing it. Look, man, we established it. We not. I don't really think. Well,
hold on, Wack. Technically, now, Wack, ain't we been working on some new laws lately?
Yeah, but that's just us shooting shit. We ain't. I'm showing you what it is.
Gunna can't rat on a rat because Thug ratted before Gunna allegedly ratted.
No, what do you mean you can't rat on the
Gunna told in 2015. I mean, Thug told in 2015.
So you talking about stuff we've been discussing on the back channel on where we think this shit is going, because I'm watching it. The new wave of things, out with the old, in with the new, right? And we jotted down 3-4 things. I didn't, this back there somewhere. And I was like, look, this is where things is probably going to end up going, because I listened to what people say today. And their upbringing is totally different than what mine was in the generations prior to me. And it's coming down to that. Well, he told on me, so I told on him. Or, shit like that. But in this situation, I mean, anytime you give information to law enforcement on anybody other than yourself, involving the commission of a crime or crime being broken that could trigger an investigation, the streets are going to deem that as telling.
Well, then Gunna didn't tell it, because Gunna didn't get no information. Thug gave information, though.
He definitely gave information.
But see, this the thing about that. Okay, if he's saying, look at this though, man.
Information.
If he's saying,
look at a nigga and say nothing.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. If Gunna's saying YSL is a gang, right? He's saying that he said yes, ma'am, the YSL is a gang. Previously, before he took that plea, it had already been plenty YSL niggas convicted of crimes.
Is Ghost a drug dealer? Yes, ma'am.
What the hell?
What are you saying?
No,
Mr. Jones, a Trump Lord Ross, a bank robber? Yes, ma'am. Okay, right, and he really robbing banks. That I'm telling. I just told on, bro.
I got another question, because I feel like this is another big question mark that never got cleared up. A lot of people felt like the reason that Gunna was a snitch was not because of what he said, but because of the timing. He took his plea before everybody else.
No, I didn't give a fuck about no timing. I see niggas tell 5 years later. I see niggas tell the first day, first hour, first 10 minutes. It's all about what come out your mouth.
All right, well that's fair. Then that's fair. I was trying to get at the fact, because a lot of people said that was the case, but Young Thug took his plea whilst Yak Gotti was still facing the charges, and Young Thug pled guilty to the gang charges.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the charges are on him. You get what I'm saying? You can plead out on anything got to do with you. Now, if Thug would have pled out that Yak Gotti, fucking this dude is that and this and that, then it'll be on him too. So he can plead out on anything got to do with himself.
But Gunna never pled out on Young Thug did this. He just said the drugs weren't mine. Just the same way Thug said I'm part of the gang.
Thug was in the car, and the company, the Rico is on Thug, and the company is Thugs.
That's true.
You have to factor these things in.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but you have what you're saying is some validity to it, bro. I mean, you said, what's your words, Trap? If people are saying Gunna is this, then then what are we saying about Thug? That's hey, listen, man, put a poll up top. Let's poll it.
Thug played himself, because he went so hard at Gunna with what little they had on Gunna, that he kind of played himself into a corner, because now it's either you're both rats or you're not, neither of you are rats. And I still think, I know this sounds crazy, but I think the best thing Thug could do right now is forgive Gunna, apologize to Gunna, do some music with Gunna, and keep it pushing, but we're not going to see that.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen. Gunna wouldn't even accept that at this point. Gunna is standing alone very well. Why would he attach himself back to Thug? Like, for Gunna, on a business standpoint, it don't even make sense to attach himself back to Thug anyways. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on Thug end, it makes sense for Thug to try to make it right with Gunna, but it don't make no sense for Gunna to try to make it right with Thug at all, bro.
That's facts. But this is the problem as well. Thug screwed himself over. He made his whole persona about him standing on business and calling out Gunna as being a snitch, and now it's like, well, okay, what's your move now? What's your philosophy? Like, what are you going to bring to the table with your music? You've hung everything on this guy being a rat, but then you've got these allegations that need to be cleared up. You know, what's your move now? What's your persona? I think it's screwed up, and I think Gunna's kind of going to be taking a big W as time goes.
Yeah, Thug made a bad choice, boy. Thug made a real bad decision, bro, because he really should have gave Gunna a lot more grace than he gave him, bro, because truth be told, if Gunna Peoples wasn't around Thug when all that nut shit was going around, Thug would probably be dead right now, bro. Thug would be dead right now. If Gunna People wasn't around Thug when all that nut shit was going on, when the Bloods in Atlanta wasn't really rocking with Thug like that, and niggas was saying Thug was a plate, and the Blue Rags and Troop and all them came around Thug, that's who protected Thug, bro. That's why Thug's still alive today, bro. Like, he shouldn't have.
Man, Ghost don't be knowing what the hell he talking about. Here go Trap LaRoe. That's a good point. None of y'all know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all just talking out y'all ass. All in these people business, trying to get them locked up, trying to get them indicted. This is nasty work, y'all.
Gunna like that, bro.
That's a good point. And you know what else? It's just like, how did Thug have all this energy to call Gunna a snitch? I don't think I've ever seen any tweets from Thug talking about YSL Woody's a snitch, and that man took the...
Knowing that he said all this shit way back when, it's crazy to me.
He just now saying something about Yak Gotti in that little release snippet. He ain't really said nothing publicly about Yak Gotti. We don't even know if that song is AI, if it's real or not. He has not publicly addressed Yak Gotti. He ain't publicly addressed Shannon, because Shannon was telling on YFN way before the YSL trial. When Shannon was getting shot at by Lucci and them peoples, he was in that police station telling, bro.
Hey, that's the other thing, is that the YSL was established as a gang in the paperwork. Whoever was telling in the YFN case, the feds already knew that YSL was a gang. So even though, yeah, Thugger said a yes ma'am, that was something that had already been acknowledged in court paperwork several years before. So I still personally believe that anything that Gunna, even his yes ma'am statements, could not have contributed to Young Thug's situation. And then Young Thug took a plea anyway. He was never affected negatively by anything that Gunna...
Yeah, that's the same standpoint I got, bro. I be saying that same shit in here all the time. Gunna ain't a rat, bro. Gunna ain't no rat.
Wait, hold on. We ain't doing that. Right? A lot of that came from his legal representation and the courtroom proceedings. The judge doing the crazy shit. Woody, you ain't finna do that. That all came from the long run of other things happening. Had nothing, because mine is Woody doing what he did. Mine is that dumbass judge, or that judge doing the shit he did, and the lady, you know what I'm saying, telling, and him trying to get rid of Thug's attorney, and him, like, all that shit led to what it led to. Remember, they changed judges.
Nah, but what?
One of the, you can't. That was other things that happened that had zero to do with anything.
Well, the one thing
Trap was saying. Go ahead, Trap.
The one thing I think people overlook in this case, and I think that it's one of the craziest things about it, is that I actually think that YSL Woody low-key sabotaged the case for the state, because he was meant to be the star witness, and then he started having these, ex parte meetings. He started changing his story, and he low-key, it was really him falling out of bed and just becoming an unreliable witness that gave Thug a position to get out. So Thug really got saved by a rap.
Well, you can't. No, he definitely did. YSL Woody's a tricky situation, because his telling is what contributed to the indictment. Yeah. But then his trickery is, you know what I'm saying?
Reverse told at the end.
Yeah, but he told on YFN too, bro. He was telling on YFN too, and his fuckery didn't help YFN at all.
No, that's facts.
So regardless of whatever he did, bro, that nigga is a bona fide long tail rat, bro.
Woody was on self-preservation time. That's what that was. When it come down to it, that was self-preservation at its finest.
I agree. I feel like you could say it was self-preservation. You could either say that Woody is a complete dummy and he just accidentally fucked up and the state were dumb for putting their case.
Shout out to Ghost, Wack, Trap World for the premium content. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments down below. Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver.
All right, that's enough of that crap. You know what's funny to me? I reacted to this video because let's read what's this guy's name again? Ray Gibbs TV. Trap LaRosse tells Wack 100 gonna snitch on the third person in the car, not Young Thug, and Wack snaps. Where in this audio did Wack snap? Can somebody tell me in the comment section where the hell did he snap? Because I'm confused. There's only 30 seconds left, and I think Ray Gibbs talks after this. So where did he snap at? See, this be the clickbait shit that I be talking about, y'all. Stop supporting these dudes' channel. Clickbait. That's all that is. Clickbait. He could have just did what I'm going to do. Call it what it is. And he didn't, because he wants the views. Damn the people. Damn giving the people the correct information. Give them what you want to give them. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of the sucky shit that go on in this space. I hate it. I really do. If you're new to my channel, you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, though. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Leave a comment in this video. Please share the video. Hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop videos. I just want to say something really quick. Young Thug didn't do no snitching. We all know that. It's apparent that they trying to get the flames of that going again, so they can get that man indicted or at least take a shot at his reputation. You know what I'm saying? There's a play here. Y'all just got to pay attention to what the play is. There's a play here, definitely, because Wack was cheering for Young Thug in the end. Now all of a sudden he may be a snitch. Okay. Salute to my Stand on the Media family out there. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Y'all know already. You know me, man. I love y'all, man. For real. Appreciate the support. Salute to my queen. I hope she's doing good today. You know. Everybody. I appreciate y'all, man. If you're new, thank you. If I haven't won you over, come back again, man. I promise I'll get you. I have a little bit more energy for you. You dig what I'm saying? Until the next one, man, I catch y'all. I'm out of here. Stand on the Media. Let's go.